here picking up a car. It's a 1956 Cadillac. And I want to show you something. Let me get my gloves. And I want to tell you that what happened the other day was a miracle. Am I right or wrong?
Yep.
And this is going to be a little story that you're going to listen to. I didn't have the camera running. I did have the camera with me, and I forgot to pull it out, or you would have seen it in action. But that car over there that you're looking at almost chopped this finger off at the knuckle right here. Take your hand right there. You can still feel that notch. Is that notch still there?
Mm-hmm. There's a little groove right there.
Yeah, there's a groove there. So this is the story I'm going to tell you. And if you don't believe in Jesus Christ and you don't think God is real, this story might change your mind. Alright, we are on our way over to our buddy Robert's house right here in town. And what we found two field finds. When I say field finds, I'm talking about old clunkers, old junkers. One's a 56 Cadillac, and the other one is, I believe, a 64 Mercury Monterey. The Cadillac on the front end is minus the driver's side fender. Now Robert went over there and took his Bobcat and cleared all the weeds out, and the cars have been sitting there so long they're sunken into the ground. Of course, probably more than likely all the tires are flat and rotted. I don't know if I have any spare tires. We might have to buy some tires for it. The first and major thing that we need to do is we need to get this car out of the hole. You're asking what I'm going to do with these cars. My intention with them is to make car furniture. Let's get over there and see what's going on. Once again, my friend Pete, your friend Pete, everybody's friend Pete, bringing you content of whatever I can bring on the table and staying alive, believing in Jesus Christ. And God bless America. Comes. He's pulling it out. Now go back this way. There you go. Come on. Pull it out. Okay, hold on something. Okay, there he goes. All right. Okay, so we got the caddy out of the hole. Pull it out. All right, Robert knows what he's doing here. He's using that Bobcat like it's a machine. We're not going to need the backhoe. There he goes. Okay, all right. Okay, he's pulling it out. There you go. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Okay, he's getting it out of the hole. All right, keep going. Okay. There you go. All right, hold it. All right, he's straightening it out. I see the molding on the bottom's rotted. It's no good, rocker molding. This is a four-door Cadillac, but all we want really is the rear end and the front end on this. There he goes. Let him get that out there out of the way. All right. Okay, so here we go. We got the car out. And now the next thing is we got to get air in the tires. So do you want to try to put some air in it, or what do you want to do?
Whenever you want to.
I guess we can try now if you want, or unless are you busy today?
No.
You don't have a Bronco game to watch?
I got it on record.
Okay, all right, well, let's see if we can get some air. I can tell you right now, this ain't gonna work. I think the best thing to do is let me talk to Jeff over at Grand Tire and see how much he charged me for some used tires. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think we're gonna be wasting our time trying to put air in here.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's gonna mess with the car sitting here.
No.
And we'll just leave it right here and get some tires for it. I got an electric impact. I got 2 of them. And we can come over here and I can take them. I'll bring my floor jack and I'll bring some jack stands and we'll get all the tires off. What are you thinking?
That'd be the best thing to do.
That'd be the best thing.
Yeah.
All right, Robert, let's do this. Let's go ahead and I'll bring some jack stands over here and my floor jack, and I'll get the tires off this thing. I'm probably going to do that today, and then I'll take them over to Jeff and get some used 15-inch tires for it. Hopefully those are 15s, right?
Yeah, they will be.
We'll get some used 15s on it, and then that way we can roll it. And thank God this one has a steering wheel, bud. So, yeah. Now remember, I told you I almost lost this finger at the knuckle. I had these gloves on just like this, basically dressed the same way. Come on over here, I'm going to show you what was going on. So here's my floor jack. I left it here because the thing's bulky and heavy. But if you look real close, watch the wheels on this. Can you see the wheels? They don't turn, they don't move. Do you see what I'm saying? So we're using this floor jack on this real shifty sand here. See how that moves around? And look at the jack stand over there on that. See how it looks crooked? It looks like it's digging into the dirt right here. Do you see that? That leg right there is off the ground, look.
Yeah, I see that.
Let me show this to everybody. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's literally, look how I'm moving this out of the way.
Yeah.
So you kind of see how loose the dirt is, right?
Right.
Okay, I'm getting to the point here, and I want everybody to really pay attention. I'm not using any music in this video. We're not using any effects. We're not using nothing. This is a true story. So I jacked up this side of the car over here to take the tires off. All the tires were rotted and flat, and I had to get the wheels off so I could get new tires put on it to make it a roller. So we took this one off first, and then I believe we went over here to this side, and then I took this one off. Now, if you pay attention, this has fender skirts on it, and to get those tires out, you got to jack the car up, put a jack stand on the frame, and let the rear end drop down to pull it out. The bolts on these fender skirts are rotted on there, so it was a real pain in the ass. So I had this car, it was sitting like this, and I said, well, it's almost sitting on the frame over there, so what we're going to do, we're going to come over here, come on over here, and if you look right here, you can see that this chrome is bent. You can see that there's no fender on this car, so this one had easy access to jack it up right in this area, and then of course take the tire off and put, and looky here, you can even see, look at this. Do you see that? That jack stand, come on over here. I want everybody to see this, how wompy sacky it is. This jack stand, it's not even on the frame. So it's only on 3 stands. So by the time I got this off, now it was actually sitting on there. So we went over here to this tire here. And I'm gonna pull the jack back because I want to show you exactly what was going on. Because this is a testimony that Jesus is real and that Jesus exists. And also what exists is your guardian angel, okay? So what we did is we took the jack from there and we brought it over here in the dirt. And I came back here, come on over here. So when we came back here, we found out the dirt was pretty solid. It wasn't like up in the front. And then we rolled the jack under the rear end like this. So then I kind of got down here like this, where I'm at, and then I took the floor jack, and then I put it under the rear end just like this. And you can see it's right under the rear end. Am I right?
Yep.
Okay, so we jacked this all the way up in there. And what happens when you jack a car up, I want you to look at that. That gives it a scissors motion. It doesn't go straight up and down like a pop bottle jack. The jack moves like this. So when you're jacking something up using a floor jack, what happens?
It moves it either forward or back.
It moves it when you're jacking it up like this. The floor jack wants to roll in to compensate for the motion. Do you see what I'm saying?
Right.
So when you're stuck in the dirt like this and the wheels cannot turn, what's going to happen?
It's going to put a bind on it.
The jack will not move as you're jacking it up. What happens is the jack face, the little face, the pad that is under the rear end, it starts moving out of the rear end. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, what happened, and we'll come back to this in a minute. I want to show everybody this because this is very important. Come over here. So I was over here like this, and I had my hand right here. I had my hand like this on the jack, okay? My hand was on the jack like that. Come over here so they can see it, please.
I can see it, Pete.
Okay, so I was holding the jack like this, and I had it right here, because I had to use this for leverage to push the jack into the dirt. You see what I'm saying? So I had my hand like this, and it was right here, in between the frame and the rocker panel. What happened is the jack, while my hand was here like this, holding this jack, the floor jack, slipped out. It slipped out of the rear end, and the jack head, the pad, slipped out, and you can see where it landed right here on the gas tank. Do you see that, Minnie? Look at the gas tank. And this is where the jack landed, right on the edge. 1 inch, look at that. Give me that camera. You can see where the jack landed right there. It was approximately 1 inch away from the end. It just barely caught that. If it wouldn't have hit that, that jack would have went up inside this empty hole right here instead of hitting this. So by hitting that, it literally stopped the car from going down all the way to the ground. So here I am holding this jack, telling Minnie to jack it up. The floor jack slides out, and my finger right here, do you see this rubber part on my, right where my knuckle is right here? I want you to look at this fender. I want you to look at this fender bead right here, this pinch weld. Do you see that mark right there that's in that? Can you see that? Does everybody see this right here? Can you see the way that is shaped? That is shaped just like my finger would fit perfect in there, just like that. That's how my hand was stuck in here, just like this, while I was holding this, and I could not move it. It was stuck, just like that, in between this handle and this pinch weld. Now, anybody that knows antique classic cars such as this, the sheet metal is almost 16 gauge thick. So you have 2 layers of 16 gauge thick steel that is spot welded together all the way down. if you take a pair of pliers and you try to bend this, it's going to be a hell of a job to try to bend that pinch weld. But my hand, from that car falling, my hand was right here, just like this. It was just like that, where this notch is right here. And this handle was in between, and I was stuck like this. I couldn't get it out. So here I am like this. My hand is, I thought the finger was chopped off. I thought I chopped my finger off, and I was waiting for blood to come pouring out of my glove. I was hollering and screaming at Minnie to start jacking it up. Jack it up, get it up. Well, she ran over there and she jacked it up. I guess, did you feel it jack up or not?
I was already,
you don't even know?
I was already there because you were having me lift it.
But did you feel it jacking up at all?
Yes, it went up.
Well, it was a split second later after I told her that, and I took my hand and I pulled it out of there. I just pulled it out just like that, and I threw my glove to the ground, and by God's handwork of nature, of loving care, my finger was still intact. Now, I want everybody to take a look one more time at this. Give me that. And you can see that pinch weld where it had bent. You can see that right here. It made a perfect form to fit over my finger right here like that. So if my hand was like this, you can see how that fit my glove almost perfect. Right here, look, right there.
Oh, okay.
Do you see that, how that would fit my glove perfect?
Yep.
Just like that. So the car was way down here. It had fallen between this handle and my hand. Now, if you can't tell me that Jesus Christ exists from that right there, there's something wrong with you, sir. Jesus Christ is real. God is real. Your guardian angel is watching over you. And you better believe what my friend Pete's telling you now. This car weighs almost, I would say, over 2 tons. So I had all the jacks on it, and it was all leaning in this corner. All the weight of this vehicle was on this corner right here. Now I'm going to ask you, the viewer out there, is that a miracle or was I lucky? If I would have lost that finger right there, my guitar playing days would be over. I would probably have closed my shop down. I would have been in the depressive mode of I don't ever want to do anything again. And as far as I'm concerned, for a little while I would have picked myself back up, but for a long time I probably would have gave up on life. But when a miracle like that happens, you've got to believe in God. That was a miracle from God. I didn't get any bruises. All I got is there's like a little groove right here, and my finger doesn't even hurt anymore. It feels normal, and it's just really amazing. One more thing that I want to say is these gloves, for anybody that's interested, and I strongly suggest them, you can buy these over at Harbor Freight. They're the Hardy leather gloves. These are the only gloves I've been using for 5 years. I use them for welding, I use them for mechanic work, I use them for this. I keep a pair of these in my truck with me all the time, am I right? Mm-hmm. And if you look real close right here, I don't know if you can see where that pinch weld, see that smidgen, that line? That's where it was, right there. What do you think about my friend Pete saying that that's a miracle from God?
Oh, I think so.
Do you believe?
Yeah.
My finger should have been chopped off.
Should have been.
I should have lost that finger.
Yeah.
That pinch weld is like,
should have cut it
like
off.
a knife. Did you see where it made an indentation?
Yeah. They should have cut it off.
But did you see where the pinch weld literally?
Metal, I mean, because your finger was between 2 pieces of metal.
That's right. It shouldn't have bent like that. It should have went straight down and chopped it off like a butter knife.
I can't believe it bent like that, but it only bit because the hand of God was right there.
God's hand was there, and my guardian angel was watching over me.
Yeah. And you know, I don't know if you people know it out there or not, But you are assigned at birth a guardian angel. Every living person on earth has its own, his or her own personal guardian angel. Throughout your whole life, he's there right beside you. He's there for that.
So now I'm going to go ahead and ask everybody out there to make a sign of the cross from your forehead down to your stomach and across each shoulder, and say a prayer for yourself and ask Jesus to come into your life. That's all I want you to do. This is Pete, my friend Pete, your friend Pete, praying every day and thanking God for what I have in life, not what I want. Take it easy. I'm not putting my hand in there, Benny.
I hear you.
I want you to look at this, where the jack is and where it was on the frame. And you can see, like I was telling you, the whole car moved that way.
Yeah.
Because this was under the frame right here.
And
Now it's like over that way, so yeah. Well, believe in Jesus, okay? He's real. Real.